What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue, and what I'm going to be doing today is kind of a product review on these Brinkmann Vertical smokers. In this case, we're going to be talking about this square dual door smoker. I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera in, and we'll kind of get into what I think this thing is good for, if anything. First thing that you're going to notice is I have this right next to my Weber Smoky Mountain, the 18.5 inch. I bought that on Craigslist for $50. The Weber Smoky Mountain 18 inches, you could generally buy them new for about $2.99. You could buy them used anywhere from $50 to about $200. I'd say is a good price. That's a decent smoker. This particular Brinkmann I bought $10 on Craigslist, and we're going to go over if I even think this is worth the $10 I paid for it. So I'm going to go ahead and move this thing a little bit closer so we can take a look at the dimensions. Alright, so you're going to see this wire rack up here. This is just a modification that I did on it, and we'll get into that in a bit. But when you look at the size of this particular smoker, and this is one thing you're going to have to take into consideration, is you're talking about 16 inches wide, 15 inches deep, so that's not even enough size to really hold a deep, a decent sized brisket on it, or even a rack of ribs. Your average rack of ribs is going to be 16 to 18 inches, so you're not even going to be able to do that. So I'm going to pull this back and let's take a look at the inside of it. Alright, so if you're going to take a look at the inside, first of all, you have a sliding water pan. So on face value, that looks good, right? Charcoal pan. But there's no grate on top of it, so you're going to be running into issues with the charcoal smothering it out. Okay, so you got that. Then you have a sliding water pan. That's fine right there. But then if you look at how much usable space you're left with, once you're done with all that, let's even just go down to here. To be generous, you have 17 inches of cooking space. So this particular one I got used didn't have any grates in it, which is fine with me, because even if I had the grates, how much food can I actually put in there? So what I'm going to be doing today, just to kind of test and see if I can even get this thing to be worth the amount of money I paid for it, is I went ahead, I'm going to take this camera off, I went ahead and I drilled 6 holes. So I have a hole here, here, and then I have my clothes hanger in there. I have one here and one here. So I have 6 holes in this smoker. So what I've done was I ran the clothes hanger down there, and I'm gonna go ahead and hang some ribs from here to see if I can use this sort of like some of them ugly drum smokers, you'll see people hanging meat from there. So I'm going to see if that's even worth doing. So we're going to pick this up in a little bit, and I'm going to have my ribs on here, and we will see. I'm not sure how many racks of ribs this will hold, but you know what? If it does these ribs fine, it might be worth the $10 investment. See you back in a bit. Charcoal started going, and these coals are ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get these. Okay, so now this thing's about to fall out, so that's the problem. So I got my charcoal started. Alright, so like I said, I'm not going to use any water in this unless it looks like I need to. I'm going to put just a couple chunks of wood in here. Slide that in. I think that water pan is going to be enough of a buffer from that heat. If I do see that I'm running a little hot on temperature, then I will put some water in that water pan. But let me go get my ribs and see how that looks. What's up? This is Lyle back with you at No Hippie Barbecue. So this has been about a week since I started this video. I did put some ribs or one rack of ribs on this smoker last week to see how it would do. I had the water pan in there, and I think that might have kept the temperature a little bit too low. So I'm doing this big cook. I'm going to try, I've already got my little thing modified, I'll show you that in a second, but I have 5 racks of ribs that are hanging in here, and hopefully this will work out a little bit better. I know that these ashes are going to smother themselves out, so I am going to, I have a separate charcoal pan that I'm gonna have on standby in a couple hours, and then I'll switch them out. So anyway, let's take a look and see what I have in here. Alright, so you see I got these clothes hangers. This is my little ghetto meat hangers right here. So that's what the meat is hanging on. I just have a thermometer here just so I can kind of keep an eye on the temperature. So we're still running a little low. We're at like 200 degrees. As far as these ribs go, hopefully it doesn't get too hot down near the bottom, but I don't have a water pan in there. But here goes my 5 racks of ribs in there. Anyway, like I said, last time I did this, my charcoal kind of smothered itself out, which I think is going to happen again. And I'm not going to modify a $10 smoker, but if I can cook 5 racks of ribs on this thing and actually get a decent smoke in 3 hours, you know, I don't mind finishing these off in the oven. Anyway, I'll check you out in a bit. My ribs. I'm going to spray them down one last time. So, to be honest with you, and you know, I was just kind of trying to talk about, you know, the standard Brinkmann vertical smoker. This particular grill, I mean, the charcoal tray, I had to fill that up twice and dump some ashes out. So I've been able to make this thing work, and it has cooked 5 racks of ribs with very little fuel. But if I'm gonna give this thing a recommendation as to buy it or not, this thing probably isn't worth the $10 that I spent on it. So I mean, well, you know what, if you leave it the way it is. Now I did, you know, modify it and get my little hangers and stuff like that, but is the average person going to do that? So my recommendation is to stay away from Brinkmann vertical smokers unless they've made some modifications that I haven't seen. I have gone to Home Depot or Lowe's or one of the two and seen them, and I didn't see any other modifications that they made for it. So I mean, these actually look like some good looking ribs, so a lot of that is just on me changing out the charcoal and having them so they'd hang. But if I didn't have these hangers in here, you would not be able to put these ribs in there because it's not deep enough, nor is it wide enough. So anyway, thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate you taking a look at this video. If you're thinking about a vertical smoker, just go ahead and get a Weber Smoky Mountain. You know, you can get the small 14-inch one for $200. You can get the 18.5 for $3.99. You can get the 22.5 for like $3.99. Or you could buy it used on Craigslist. But stay away from these Brinkmann vertical smokers, whether it's the bullet or this shelf-looking one.